Hey, community. Look who's back. And here's what's brewing today.
Kerel's Vacaya cruise.
Ask your aunties. Video ho.
And do you give a damn? Gay baseball pitcher. So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report.
Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Kerel.
It's Auntie Dwan.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. Hey.
And we already cutting up, y'all. All three of us ain't been on here. Like all Black History Month, we already cutting up.
Can I just scream, welcome back!
Welcome back!
Thanks, Booze. I missed you. I was like, damn.
Nigga, we missed your ass too. Let me tell you.
I can tell. I can tell. Like I was
if you listen to last week's episode.
Honey, I cleaned it up because I heard all that crackling and on Landa's mic. I was like, "Oh Lord Jesus!" So, like, literally what I was gonna do was I was like, "I'm sitting here laying on the couch. Let me at least watch it," you know. And then I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna sit here and watch it, I might as well edit it because, like, you're like, "Oh, maybe we go to plan B." Blah blah blah. And so I was like, you know what? I can edit it real quick. Turned into like literally like 6 hours. I was like, I should not have even started this. Like, I didn't know it was going to be
literally once you're like 45 minutes into it. I mean, that's it. You're committed. You got to finish it.
Literally. I was like, oh my God. And so what I had to do, which I never really have to do, like at least for the videos, like I had to slice in the audio from Audacity. So thank God we do the duality piece. Slice in the audio because his audio on his audio piece was better than the video piece.
Wait, whose audio?
Up the mouth, Landon's.
And
actually Jarrell's. I had to use Jarrell's too because something on your video line too was weird. I think you might have had your
my Audacity was picking. Yes, it was picking up my camera. It was picking up my camera mic, but the StreamYard still had this mic. Because when I went to export, I was like, "Oh damn, my Audacity picked up all of the microphone one," and I was like, two different audio files. Look,
I was like, can't take me nowhere. I was like, well, damn. But then it was cute though. It was a funny episode, so I enjoyed it. Watching it. It was weird to be like on the outside in looking, you know.
Honestly, it's so funny. Like, so a Community, I was going to edit the episode, but I ended up getting sick on Thursday. And so like I was like, all right, I'm gonna try Friday. Bitch was still down. I was like, I'm gonna try Saturday. Poor Fizz has been sleeping on the couch for the last 6 days because I can't wear my mask, my CPAP machine to stop from my snoring. So he don't want to get sick either. So he's been sleeping on the couch for the last 6 days. We've been going through in this household. Mm-hmm. So I literally on Saturday, I was like, there's not enough time. There's no way I'm gonna be able to edit this episode. I was like, y'all, we just gonna stick with plan B. And then here come Kerel. Well, I edit the episode. Girl, didn't you just say you just got off the boat, bitch? Like, literally. Like, go ahead, girl.
So speaking of the boat, of the boat, girl, we need to know all the tea.
Yeah.
How was it?
Pregnant are you?
Cruise too?
How pregnant are you? How many kids?
Kept trying. No, just playing. You know, and I knew that was going to be the question. So I literally had to like write down in my notes just like the thoughts because this is like different, almost like levels. So just overall, it was our first cruise. So I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna feel claustrophobic. I don't know what I don't know about this, cruise life. And so overall, I would say I could see how people could get hooked to going on cruises because the cool thing about it is like, especially on places that might be lower on your bucket list, they're going to different ports around, like, at least we did like a Caribbean cruise. So like there's places in the Caribbean that weren't high on my bucket list, like a Belize city or I mean, Roatan. I had heard of Roatan, Honduras. Actually, I want to go back now. But some of these places where I was like, okay, it's not high, but if I get there, I get there. If not, okay, it is what it is. So that's what's really cool about going on a cruise. You wake up at a new city each day, new country each day, and you can decide, do I get off the boat and go? Or do I just stay on the boat, chill at the pool, whatever it may be? So we originally had decided, and the only thing we really had planned was Cozumel. On Valentine's Day, we're like, all right, we're going to go to this beach club because Corey loves the beach, et cetera, et cetera. And hey, Mark and Josh, we went with our good friends, Mark and Josh, and another couple here in Philly, who I don't know if they listen to the podcast or not, but
because I sure didn't see them I didn't see them on the IG story, so I just thought it was you four.
All right. Well, they stayed on the boat most days, so that's why a lot of times when I actually had service, that's why you didn't really see them or anything. And then once I got on the boat, phone was gone again, you know. So I could definitely see that. And then another thing that was cool, since we didn't pay for the Wi-Fi package, so literally being pretty disconnected from social media, my phone, work emails, everything for a week. I don't know if I've ever done that, or at least since maybe cell phones have gotten this popular. So what, 12, 15 years? So that was actually kind of cool. The first couple of days was like, oh shit, like what do I do with myself? But after those first couple of days, you're like, this is nice to kind of almost be oblivious to the world right now. So I definitely enjoyed that way more than I thought I would. So just for a cruise overall, I can see how people like cruises. Is that something we'll do every year? I don't think so. But we enjoyed that piece of it more than we thought we would. Overall,
was it a gay cruise?
It was a gay cruise, so I'll get to that piece. But I think overall, it may not be as relaxing. And I'm not sure if that's the gay cruise aspect or just because literally you're around 3,000 other people and their energy in a smaller place. And if you're trying to go to the pool, they got music playing and things like that. So Corey felt like maybe not quite as rested because he likes being on the beach and it's being quiet and settled and things like that. So he got off the boat maybe a little irritable, like, oh, that wasn't the vacation that I thought it was going to be, because I still felt a little amped up and he didn't want to be like meeting new people all day, every day. And people saying, oh, how's your day going? That's just not Corey's alley. He's like, leave me the fuck alone. Let me just lay here and peace.
And it's so funny. And I can see you being like, with your drink, with your flip-flops on, and your Speedo, like, hey, cutie in a Speedo. Just I can just see you right now.
Corey's just like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk to nobody else. So that piece, I felt a little bad for him because he just likes he's more introverted than people realize, and he needs moments of just decompressing. So if you'd like to decompress, a cruise might not be the ideal spot to do so, and a gay cruise definitely is not the ideal space to do so.
I mean, it's possible, but you got a lot of things that are like
it's hard
for your attention.
1,000%.
So I'm sure it is hard on that cruise.
Say again.
I'm sure it is hard on that cruise.
Honey, there was a lot of hardness and softness and in-betweenness. So a gay cruise. So we went on a Vacaya cruise. So it's not Atlantis. Atlantis, we saw the boat in the port when we were boarding. We're like, ooh. I was like, they got to disinfect that whole big-ass
girl. I had friends on that cruise, and the stories that I was seeing,
I believe it.
I was like, how is that even fun? There is no room to do anything but just literally just step left or right like this. That's all you can do. You got no room. And it literally the video looked like a scratch and sniff. Like you looked and you smelled booty hole and poppers just watching the Instagram story. I swear.
I mean, to some gays that might sound delicious. It's magically delicious. So the gay part of it is not as party oriented. I mean, they have parties and things every night, but like it's not as crazy as at least what Atlantis appears to me from the outside. It feels very Pride-esque kind of dance, or like if we're in the back of Roscoe's or Progress, like kind of that where it's just like good music's playing, you out there dancing, then you can go get a drink, you can go talk, whatever you want to do kind of thing. So it's kind of that in-between thing. And honestly, you can make the trip whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be about sex and all that, there's definitely those opportunities. If you want it to be, hey, we just on vacay, it could be that opportunity. We're here to make new friends, whatever it may be. It's almost like choose your own adventure.
And what adventure did you choose?
I behaved myself for the most part.
Yeah, there it is. Look, you both the one that I said. We both waited for it. We were like,
I mean,
not all that time and opportunity. No,
Okay,
ma'am.
I
look.
behaved myself for
She
the
might
most
have
part. It's
fondled
only
a
Corey for the
couple of.
most
She
part.
might have fondled a couple of ball hairs that weren't her
She said, "I'm on a
sister's.
boat, bitch." She was just up
I
in
mean, you're not gonna be on a boat with 3,000 men's and not be like, "Ooh, he cute," or "Let me see," you know. And the
Wait,
And
cool
you will,
thing though,
Josh, too. The two of y'all together.
Mark and
That's
right?
I
I know, right?
already know.
And Mark too. Are you kidding me? And then
Oh
Corey, here's
yeah.
Corey. Don't let Corey fool you either. Corey likes to find the line of people. And so he will push that line until it's uncomfortable or comfortable for everyone, and then maybe back away and things like that. So don't let Corey fool you either. But what was really, really cool though is we have a podcast about being gay and queer and everything. And so we're pretty comfortable in our gay and queerness, but to literally be around 3,000 people that are queer, maybe a little more sprinkle of pepper that needed to be in there, but there was still like all kinds of ages, all around the world, body types, uh, all the umbrella of the LGBTQIA plus. Like a couple of people that were part of the Vacaya group were there was a Black trans woman that was part of it. There were people that were in like wheelchairs and things like that were like handicapped and things like that. You saw a broader picture of our community, which was very cool to me. And they really tout that compared to maybe the Atlantis that might
I was
gear
gonna say
to
that's not what I
a
saw in
little more.
Atlantis.
No. And so that was very, very cool. People from like Hong Kong, Australia, the UK, all parts of like the US were there. Like met so many incredible cool people that like are now like I would consider maybe not friends, but at least acquaintances and
Yeah.
on Facebook and Instagram and things like that.
Right.
So that was very cool. But again, I mean, it's gay men, so there's always gonna be flirting and all that stuff. What else? The theme parties they had. They had Sheena Easton, which I didn't know that many of her songs. So she was on there. She performed. Then they had a surprise performance by Taylor Dane, and all I knew was
Oh.
like one song of Taylor Dane, the
Tell it to my heart.
to the star. And she looked great. She looked incredible. She was dope. And then my favorite of the week was Vincent. And if you guys don't know who
Oh,
Vincent is,
Vincent from the
Oh,
Fort.
yeah, from the
really?
Four.
Yes,
And
I
so,
What?
love
and I ran
Vincent.
into him in the elevator, and I was like, Vincent, A, your skin is popping. His skin was so popping. I was like, oh my God. And then B, I was like, you need to come on Minority Report. And he's like, okay, just DM me and do it. So he might be on here in this a future episode here.
Yes, I love
So he
that.
performed, and that was so dope because so many people didn't even like the people in the elevator didn't even know who he was. They just thought he was like another
Really?
guest other thing. And so when I said, oh, he's the one performing tonight, then that's when they started fangirling. They're like, oh, we're sitting here just talking in the elevator, and it's with the person that we're about to go see.
Of course.
So that was dope, and that was probably my favorite performance of the week, just to kind of see everyone experience him who did not know who he was, and then by the end,
Yes.
everyone was like up cheering and everything like that because he put on an awesome show. So
I
just
love
like the
that.
What was
talent
that
and the
song he did on the floor? Was it Creep?
creep,
Right?
yep, and he did it that night
Yes.
too. Yeah,
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah,
damn.
sounded
I
good. He
love
sounded
that
so
rendition
good.
of that song.
And I think I
He
video
killed that
recorded. I
shit.
think I did take my phone that night, so I'll try to put that up on the socials to kind of just show a clip of that. Sounded amazing live, and like he came up off the floor. He's like, "Bitch, I'm getting my whole fantasy right now." He said, "I ain't never been coming up from no damn flow before." So that was dope. So
I
all
love that.
the performances were dope. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, going back to like the trouble stuff. They had the cool thing is like so they chartered the boat. And so, since it specifically catered to gay men, primarily, I mean, they had lesbians and things like that, but the bulk were gay men. They had a thing called the red light district. And so, what they did was the basketball court that was in the back of the boat at night turned into a red light district. And you do what you do in a red light district. And so, it's just
I've never been to the
interesting.
red light district. What do you do in the red light district? Get
Whatever
some
you want
ties
to
and
do.
offering?
So ties offered. Yes, I'm sure there was many ties and offering given that night, each night. Um, so like it's just interesting to be on a vacation like that that is very specific to our community, to
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
all aspects of it. Like if you, like I said, want to be hypersexualized, you could find that. If you want to, they literally had a book club one day. They're like, we're reading this book, let's do a book club. Some people had like a game night. Like any aspect that caters to what you're interested in, you could do on this vacay on this boat, and they will make sure that you're catered to. It was cool. It was very cool.
I'm gonna do a cruise
dope.
now. I've always been. Let me tell you, the Titanic has fucked that idea up for me. Okay, niggas in the middle of the ocean, bodies of water. But you actually making it sound kind of cute though. I might have to.
It was better than I thought. So
Yeah.
did it exceed? I don't know. I don't know really I didn't have too many expectations going in just because I was trying to calm Corey's anxiety, my own maybe little anxiety about it. But coming off, no pun intended, coming off the boat.
I'm sure she was.
Right. The second came out, I was like, "Oh Lord!"
Again, that red light district. We know where she was
honey.
on the
Mama
basketball
Revis.
court.
Mama Revis, if you have not
don't listen to this episode or at least this part.
Look, she was back there like Mike playing basketball.
But I will say this though,
juggling.
Because it was a lot of like married couples on there and just like that, like monogamy and open, the whole spectrum. But if your relationship is a little rocky or you don't communicate ahead of time, there can be definite miscommunications, definite feelings getting involved. I saw it. It kind of happened to us a little bit. Like, okay, let's get back on the same page, girl. Like, this isn't complete reality jealousy? On this boat. Jealousy or just like, you never know what's going to trigger you sometimes when there might be you sitting there and some cute dude flirting with you or they flirting with your man and this and that. And if you ain't on that same page, it could quickly turn left.
Facts.
Because the perception could be something that it might not totally be. And so there's always that constant communication, especially if you're on there with your significant other, just to make sure you're still on the same page and knowing that this is not complete reality, like.
So the aunties are going without their obstacles is what you're saying.
Right? I went with mine, but you better make sure you're good. Because it's easy
over here.
It's easy for it to happen. It's easy for it to happen.
So long story short, girls trip, but don't say where and how we're going.
Doubtful, because Corey probably be like, "No, bitch, I've been on there. You ain't going by yourself."
We can just say where we're going, but not how we're getting there. How about that?
That part. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Y'all want to go to Dominican Republic?
Right.
It's just going to take us 7 days to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know, you know.
Seriously. It was cool. And I'm going to post some pictures on my personal social eventually. But like every night was a theme night. So there's themes like obviously like the stereotypical like red, yellow, green parties where like kind of single,
exactly.
And,
yeah.
To like they had like obviously a kink night. They had a ABC party where it was like anything but clothes. So you had to make your costume out of things that is not a stereotypical clothing. So people were wearing like lace and caution tape, and I'm trying to remember everything. Like some of them was like very good, like a box with like suspenders on. So like you had the box around you, but then obviously you could kind of like peek in. You're like, oh shit, you naked. Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the themes now. Fuck, I can't even think of them right now. But like each night, each party had a theme that you could like come up with your own kind of costume for. Or a lot of people still said, no, I'm just gonna wear my t-shirt and shorts. It is what it is, kind of thing. Yeah. So it's just making it fun, especially since a lot of people didn't have the Wi-Fi, so you had to figure something to do. And then there was a casino on board, so Corey was happy with that. Obviously you're eating like all the time. I probably gained like 20 pounds on this damn boat. So yeah. So overall, it was a very, very good trip.
First of all, let me just say, I love seeing you right now because you are lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, you are. You are. You can tell you have fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Girl, she's beaming like she's pregnant.
Might be. No, just
not Rihanna starting off over here. Look, starting the episode off like Rihanna.
Work. And that was a cool thing. It was Super Bowl, so being from Philly, there were some people from Philly, so they showed the Super Bowl on in the theater room, and it was cool. That was one of the themes. Like it was like show your sports team or something like that, and a lot of the gays are like, "Fuck, I don't give a fuck about sports." So it was like rep where you're from, pretty much. but right where you're from, so you got to meet people like, oh, I used to live in Dallas, or oh, I lived in Chicago, and kind of, and that being the icebreaker, because like sometimes it can be kind of almost intimidating, but you found that people were generally more accessible and kinder in this kind of a setting than maybe they would be otherwise.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Yeah. But it surprised me how much I enjoyed it. But you know me, I like talking to people. I like meeting people. That like invigorates me. And then Whitney Day, look that DJ up. Bitch was fire. She was so cold. She was the best DJ of the week. Her transitions, I was like giddy. That was my favorite part. I was like, fuck all these dudes. This girl is killing it.
Which I love because, again, I've been out with you, and you and I will look at each other, and we were like, "Oh, that was a horrible transition. Oh, that was a good transition."
So, that was crunchy.
I will look up Whitney Day because I love me a DJ that can do
so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, it was fun, and then obviously being there with friends, got to see Brandon before we even got on the boat down to Fort Lauderdale and things like that. So overall, it was a very good trip. Maybe not as relaxing. I didn't lose my voice completely, so I was proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think people are kind of almost dealing with post ship like withdrawal, because it is an alternate world. Honestly, it's just like it's bizarre. And then now on the Facebook groups, we've been seeing a lot of folks having COVID now. So again, that's a reality setter again, saying, okay, you're with all these thousands of people, it's bound to happen. So COVID's still out here rearing its head, but luckily, it doesn't seem to be killing people as much anymore. But that is a true reality of being on a boat with that many people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good, boo. I'm glad you have fun.
And Dewan, you look like you got a question.
I just want to know what the trip to the clinic was like.
There was a clinic on the boat.
That part. And then we did
right before you go to customs,
get
all that shit taken care of. You can get your penicillin, you can get whatever you need.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that need to go to the clinic because, you peek your head into that red light district, and the funny thing, it's so gay. It's so gay. Literally, they had 4 slings in the corners. They had I don't even know what to call it. This it was like a giant X thing that you could get tied up to.
Oh yeah.
They had in the middle of the court almost like this circular ottoman thing that you could just bend over. They had almost like these pommel horses that you could bend over. I was like, they did
like that. Yeah.
I was like, come on.
Basically, in other words, they took sidetracks to the court.
they took the bathhouse to the court.
I mean, not sidetracks. That's what I meant. Steamworks.
Steamworks.
There you go. Steamworks.
1,000.
Yeah, Steamworks. Yeah. That's where I know those things from.
I was like, the Straits just don't even know what just happened on this boat. Oh, and speaking of Straits, that's another cool thing. Literally, we were asking the bartenders. One day we got off the boat, and there was a couple that worked on the boat that was their off day. And everyone was praising the gays. They're like, thank you, because you guys are way kinder. You guys are tipping way better. You revitalized the energy on the boat, because they said it could be almost like Groundhog's Day doing this week in, week out with straight people or predominantly straight people. They said everybody was having a blast on that boat. And I was like, okay, that's good. That at least representation of totality. I'm sure there's maybe some bad eggs, but totality of the community was seen in a good light, despite maybe the uncomfortable things that they might have seen, with asses out and mesh everywhere and wigs everywhere and pumps everywhere and makeup and glitter everywhere.
Ain't nothing gonna surprise them.
That is true.
Not at all. There ain't nothing that'll surprise them.
You ain't got nowhere to go, so.
So shout out to Vacaya. Mike Vacaya, if you're interested, potentially next year they're chartering an even bigger boat during the same time frame, February next year. So check them out. And Vacaya, come on the podcast. Let's talk. Let's chat. So and maybe even sponsor the podcast. How about that? How about we do the podcast live on the freaking boat?
That would be the tea.
No, that would be
coming in live from the red court room with all the accoutrements.
Not the red light district, bitch.
I'm just saying.
And our TLC outfits, bitch, with our silk pajamas on.
Period. Yeah, man. So I just the diversity for the most part was there. Yes, it could be a little more sprinkle of us, a little more sprinkle of like any kind of minority within the gay community. But I met like older gay black men, like 60s. One lives here in Philly. There was everything's coming back to me now. I'll shut up here. I know we're 30 minutes in. So we got off the boat in Cozumel and we're coming back and we're trying to take a picture in front of the boat. And it is this guy and his husband. His husband was 94 years old.
Wow.
Was on this damn trip. And he came, he's like, oh, I'll take your picture for you. He took the picture and we took a picture with him. And then one night we stuck our head into like the red light district. Tell me why his name was Herb. Why was Herb in there with his husband in the red light? I was like, that's what I'm talking. I was like, I want to be sucking dick at 94 too in the red light district.
Said, I ain't dead yet.
Bitch. I go to Corey. I was like, Corey, why is Herb in here? I was like, that's incredible. But so that just showed you the wide range and the right body types and everything that they are able to attract, because there's a market there that doesn't want to just do the Atlantis thing. They want to have the variety. If they want to go that hard, they can. But a lot of times it's like, what's that in between? Like we want to kind of be a little freer, but we don't got to go all the way over there, kind of thing. And I think that's what Vacaya's found that lane to do so.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. All right. Vision board 2024.
What's going to be on that vision board? Jock straps, red light.
Red lights.
He's going to be playing TLC. Red light. Red light special.
I'm going to be over here knitting.
The lies she tell, give that bitch an edible.
That part.
That's all it's gonna take.
Let an edible and Donna Summer come on, bitch. It's a wrap.
Over.
And then follow up with some
Mariah Carey. Or the way how she was dancing in Vegas. Let Ciara come on with an edible. Should be all right.
That part.
Look, as I said to Lan, who tried to drag me about that Ciara mess, I will dance to Ciara. I just don't think she needs to make any more music. Period.
Yeah, you know what? I listened to that part of the episode. I was like, damn, y'all still dragging Ciara. And I listened to the song y'all mentioned. I don't think I like the song. And that's for me.
And they drag. How are you going to be singing about? How are you going to be singing about this stuff? And you got this big ass ring on your finger. You got this big ass
and a man at home.
And that man at home.
She said that wasn't always my life, though.
When I tagged Duane on that,
Future remind you.
when I saw that, I was like, I gotta tag Duane on this because
that was so funny.
This shit is too funny.
It's like, damn,
the universe is the gift that keeps on giving because she does not let it go. But I've been like, why, girl? Why? You and Nicole Scherzinger need to pack it up,
girl.
Get out of here.
But you know who also I feel bad though for? Ariana DeBose. Or DeBose, or what's her? Is it DeBois or DeBose?
I don't know. DeBose, I think. Yeah.
DeBose.
Who that is?
They dragged the shit out of her.
That BAFTA.
It was.
It was
terrible.
It was bad, and it's real bad when even the white people are like, "This."
It's like, is she off rhythm? Is she off beat?
It was like she caught it, and then she would lose it. Then she would catch up to it again, and then would lose it. She was
out of breath. She was like, damn.
Girl. Honestly, it felt like she learned that shit within 2 hours beforehand, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna do a quick little edit real quick, and we want you to do this." And she was like,
couldn't remember all the words. She's like, Angela Bassett doing that thing.
Did that thing. And I was like, Not the woman quitting Twitter though. That was the thing for me.
She said, "Damn, I can't take it." She said, "I can't take it." It's kind of like that thing that's going viral right now with that white band doing "It's Hot in Here" or whatever it was. You're like, ooh. Or no, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. I was like, ooh. It was that same reaction.
I was like, this ain't it.
Not
and at first, when I started her trending, I was like seeing people posting. I was like, was it good? Because normally, I see her and I think it's something good, and I'm like, oh, she killed another thing. And then I saw that she quit Twitter, and I was like,
she killed another thing.
You know what's wild is the caption that I saw was something about Angela Bassett, and then I clicked on it, and it wasn't Angela Bassett, so I was like, Nope. So I had no idea what was going on about any of the Ambrosia stuff.
Not Ambrosia.
Not Marsha
Leave Marsha out of
Ambrosius.
this. Leave her out of this.
All you got to do is say, yes, leave her out of this.
Although I still love that song. That is the ultimate revenge song.
It really is.
I hope he cheats on you. I hope he cheats on you, bitch. That's cheats on you with a basketball player. Hope he don't know the difference between a touchdown and a layup. Nigga, I said,
her pen game is fire. She's an underrated penner because she did
For
Butterflies
sure.
for Michael Jackson too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She know how to write a song.
Yeah. But no, I feel bad for her. Real talk though. I was like, damn. I saw. And normally, I would try to be like, oh, she did something. Like I was trying to save. And I was like.
Like, you know, it's awkward where you literally want to like click off of it because you can't like take it anymore. Like you feel so embarrassed for them.
I'm like I was like, you listen to a white person tell you to do this. That's what it is.
In Washington Heights.
Because you know, ain't no color folks ain't telling you to come out here and pull some shit like this.
Right.
Even the dancing behind it was very, I don't know, like some Broadway musical kind of.
It wasn't.
It was not it.
Go back to the West Side.
But you know, I still love Sis. You know, she part of the community.
Go back to the West Side Story, girl.
Not the West Side.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
I'm done.
I'm done.
All right. Well, you know, I don't took up half the damn episode. Let's do Ask Your Aunties. And then we'll do like Aunties, Do You Give a Damn? We'll kind of get a hodgepodge of stuff in there. All right. We'll take a little quick tea break. We interrupt this episode for very important information.
That's right. You've been asking for it for a long time, and we have heard you.
Yep. It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here.
Yo,
Aunties
got
merch! Hey! That's right. You know what? We got tees, we got long tees, we got sweatshirts, we got fanny packs, there's just a whole gamut of stuff out there, so go and check that out.
We are so appreciative of your love and support, and we are so excited to launch it. Girl, where can we find us at?
Ma'am, they can head right over to minorityReport.com to check out the selection.
That's right. That's MINORITEA report.com.
Woo! I'm about to go get me some myself. Alrighty, ladies. What time is it?
Ask your
auntie.
Let's just do that thing. Who has it this week?
All right, I can go ahead and go for it.
Okay.
So it says, if your friend is a great videographer, photographer, has shot suggestive pictures in the past, and you're looking to get into porn, would you ask them to film you doing porn? If you were said friend, would/could you shoot your friend doing porn?
And this one came from actually the Set It Off Atlanta episode, because this question came up in that episode.
Let me tell you, I could. But boo, I got you. Boo, I got you. Get these coins. Here you go. No, I know your angles, bestie. I got you, girl. Go ahead, bitch. Let me tell you, I will hype my friend up. Absolutely. That's their business. They got nothing to do with me. I'm just the person behind the scenes helping them.
And you have a skill set to help them do so.
Okay. As long as I'm getting a little paid, a little something on the side. Cool. That's a win-win to me. I ain't got no problems with that. Shoot. Lord knows I tried the video. Let me stop.
That vault door was about to swing all the way open.
Lord knows the whole volume. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Girl, it really.
She said because last night.
Look.
She said this iPhone 14 Pro Max.
I literally felt like Jasmine Masters. I was like, let me stop.
I don't think I would have a problem filming anyone, and I don't think I'd have a problem being filmed by like, and not anyone, but like by a friend and or me filming a friend. I think it depend probably on said friend because not everyone, even if it's their skill set, might want to see you in the best light at the end of the day, and or might know how to keep their mouth shut, might like add more fuel to the fire that needs to be there. Like it's like one of those things, like it is what it is. Treat it as a job, film me in the best light, hype me up, friend, thank you, bestie, and let's keep it moving kind of thing. Let's get this money, like Jarrell said. But I don't know if everyone has both skill sets that may be needed in a situation like this where yes, you might be one of the best photographers or videographers, but you don't know how to keep your mouth shut, or you know how to keep your mouth shut, but then your videography skills ain't up to par.
Right. Yeah. You worried about my legs and my holes being open, but your mouth can't be shut.
A whole word. So but I don't think I'd have a problem one way or the other.
Yeah. I don't think so either. I honestly feel like if you got down to a decision where you decide you're going to make porn, everybody's going to see you naked. Everybody. So what difference does it make? And if you've got like somebody that can like make sure that you're like what you are putting out there, your content, as they call it today, your content is.
I'm a content creator. Thank you.
Look.
But if you've got somebody in your friend group that's a great videographer, then it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You know what I haven't
like
done?
Saying no to, like saying no to Herb Ritz or something. Like, nah, I can't because he's a friend. Bitch, like,
no. Like if you're gonna put your stuff out there, make sure to look the best. Damn.
Like it
absolutely. Best. You know, I need my lighting to be right. You know, the editing be crisp, but like make it look like it's a home video, but it wasn't made off of my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to, you know, have that production behind it, and if you can do that for me, because at the end of the day, that's how you gonna get the coins. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff that's gonna add to people paying and subscribing and shit like that. So,
but you know what?
At the end of the day,
oh, go ahead, boo.
I was gonna say, I mean, like if you putting porn out here to try to get money, you want to put your best foot forward at the end of the day.
You want to put your best ball forward,
or your best hole for it. It could be the front or the back, so you never know.
We just need it forward, nonetheless.
Yeah. And it needs to be the best.
But honestly, you don't really need a videographer. You just need a good stand and some good lighting.
Just a good tripod.
Right, like, I mean,
we can send you the link of a good one on Amazon.com. All you need is Amazon Prime.
That's it. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Look, let me tell you, I don't know. You need a good videographer because sometimes I want to change the view. You know, I want to look from the underside. You know, I want to see the different angles. You know,
close-ups.
That that POV. You know,
my point of view.
The only thing that I would probably have a problem with if I was asked to like, which I probably wouldn't be because I'm about to say this and nobody's going to ask me, but I'm just going to say it anyway.
Take the one off the list.
Right. Again, hold on.
Wrap.
And to the
That's a wrap.
Down to you, Jarrell.
We see each other. Got you.
No, the only thing that like as if I was the friend that was being asked, the only thing that I don't want to do is smell anything of my friends. Like, you know,
you gonna get some sweat, some other stuff.
I don't mind to see your, you know, but I don't want to smell nothing. So that will be the only thing that for me would be kind of a challenge. But outside of that, no, you can
be like, Dewan, you wearing a mask because of COVID? No,
I don't. I'm sensitive to smells. I done been down this road before, honey. I'm not trying. No.
That's why she says all you need is a stand. She really will just put those 3 cameras around, 1000%. And she will edit from one camera to the other camera. She's a producer for real. Right. Go to camera 2. Go to camera 2.
Look in the camera.
Can I get a zoom in on camera 3? Zoom in on camera 3.
We're gonna shuttle back.
Jesus. That is funny.
Honestly, though, I wish a friend of mine would ask me to videotape them having sex. I would say, obviously I would say yes. But in the back of my mind, I would be like, I just don't want to smell nothing.
But you know, here's the thing, Dewan. I could also see you being like, I got you, and then be like, I really need to tell her about herself, and I just want to just give her a couple of tips. So I can see you being like, you want
Joanne
to
would
come
be
over
looking
for
at
some tips?
wardrobe. She'd be
Look,
looking.
okay, and being like, you know, in my professional opinion, you know, like
we can't do it in
I
your
just-
bedroom.
you-
No.
He said, take it or leave
Right.
it. You can do whatever this information you want, but I'm just gonna put this out there for you, okay, honey?
Do whatever
If
what
it
you
was
will.
me,
She'd be like,
if
"You
it
like it? I
was
love
me-
it." If, like, she would leave it at that. You like it? I love it. Then
There
and she's
might
like,
be.
and I want the producer credits at the end of the film.
As we're editing, I'll be like, this, don't do this anymore. Just leave that off the table.
don't do that one no more.
No. Everything else, primo.
Brand new move.
This?
Don't know what to call it. That's what.
So
That
I
is
have a
true.
question for you guys. Have you ever been
Yeah.
to? I know you all have been to nude beaches, but have you ever been to a nude beach with
sure
your
where you were
friends
going.
and have been completely naked with your friends?
Yeah, and that's funny. They had a nude sunbathing deck up on the cruise ship too. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have not.
With your friends?
I've
I
been
have
to
not. I have not. I mean, like
Florida.
I've been
and
to
Florida.
I've been to Steamworks in Chicago when I ran into some of the girls before. Seen them naked that way, doing what
That
it is,
part.
and they're like, "Hey,
Oh God,
okay, bitch, I see you." I'm like,
that's funny you say that. It just brought up.
I'm like,
another
that's why I
memory of this
fuck with
boat.
you. Like, this is why we friends. It
We
makes
see
sense.
each other. Now you need to
Right.
see yourself over there.
Right. I'll see you later. Okay. Like,
Literally in that red light district, there was a person on the boat, and I won't say names, that I knew in Chicago. And I was like, oh, hey, I didn't know you gonna be in the trip, blah, blah, blah. Saw them in the red light district, and I did like a little lap, and he's like, I don't see you. I was like, I don't see you neither. And then I was like, you know what? I can't even go to the red light district and people know my name. I was like, you can't be saying my name back here. I was like, I gotta go. I'm like, this ain't even it. I was like, well, damn. But yeah, I've been in Florida, like to Hallover Beach, there, the nude beach in like kind of like North Miami, and then in PV went to like a nude beach with some friends, and it is what it is. Like it gets to a point where it's like I don't see friends in that light, so
It's not sexual.
like it's not like sexualized or anything like that to me. It's just like shit. It is what it is. Hey, girl.
I mean, honestly, like I haven't, but I mean, I play sports, I work out, I go to the gym, I shower at the gym. I play in sports. You shower around people naked all the time. Like I know how to be around other naked people and it not be a sexual thing,
Right?
You know. So I mean, I've been to nude beaches. I just never been with people that I also knew outside of my partner.
I've been to nude beaches, but not naked with friends that I know. And I was thinking about this the other day, and I was just like, I wonder why I mean, I've been like in situations, like platonic situations, like completely nude, like hot tub, swimming, like that whole kind of thing.
Right.
So like, I've never really had like a thing with nudity or whatever. And but I was realizing it's like, out of all of life's experiences, I've never been to a nude beach with my platonic friends, just hanging out, having fun, getting a full body suntan.
Hanging out willy-nilly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I guess like honestly, and when I'm trying to think the first time it happened, did I even like think it was weird? No. And honestly, have you been to the nude beach on in Sandy Hook, Dewan?
Yeah.
By New York?
Yep.
So like even this last summer, we had some friends here in town that were from Atlanta, and we went up to that nude beach, and even then, so yeah, like I guess I don't even think twice about it. I guess if the situation comes, I was like, oh, you want to go to the nude beach? Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Kind of thing,
It's wild because like a lot of like my friends, our friends have no problem being like naked and like it not being a sexual thing because you got a relationship that's like not in that.
Right.
We sisters, like
exactly
right.
You don't be looking at stuff like that. But I was just
exactly.
realizing like, wow, I've never actually I haven't had an experience where I went to like a nude beach with my friends just to hang out for the day and like, just be completely naked together. So I might have to change that.
Yeah.
Let us find us a new beach in Paris, bitch. Let me find out there's a new beach somewhere around in Paris, bitch.
Well, ain't Paris in the middle of the damn
Paris,
country?
yeah. It would have to be.
I mean, okay. I mean, it could still be a new beach by a lake, like ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we also from the Midwest, bitch. We know that beaches are a different thing in the Midwest too.
That's true. That is true.
Don't cut it out. It don't gotta be the ocean.
It's like it could be a swimming pool, girl.
Act like y'all don't know. Act brand new.
We'll find something new to do together, sis.
Right. We will find something new to do. I'm done. Well, community, let us know if you out nude and if you'd like to be nude with your friends, but also let us know if your friend asked you to shoot you in porn, would you do it? Let us know in the comments. Continue to send your questions to aya@minorityareport.com or DM us. All right, ladies, I have some questions for you. So, Aunteas, do you give a damn? Do you give a damn that Debrat is pregnant?
I'll say congratulations, but I don't really give a damn.
I really don't give a damn either, but I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was the one wearing the strap on, so I thought, maybe her wife would be the one getting pregnant, but
maybe they flipped the coin and said,
"We won't carry this one."
Okay, but, all right. So here's my thing. Again, all right, community, y'all know I'm a gay man, so this lesbian lifestyle culture I do not understand. Okay, so I'm asking. This is a teaching moment.
We need to get the bad queers on here.
So please let me know. And again, this could just be me making assumptions, but for the most part, I just, whenever I see someone who's more stud or who's more masculine passing in lesbian relationships, I figured maybe the more feminine one would feel more comfortable carrying the child. And that's just me making the assumption as the bottom in my own relationship, But so in my mind, like, I didn't think the brat would be the one of the relationship to be the one to get pregnant. But I've also been seeing a trend, like there was another lesbian couple, celebrity lesbian couple that's also pregnant that I saw, and forget who it was. I don't have to look it up, but I don't know. I'm happy. I just didn't think it would be the brat. Of the relationship.
I kind of feel like
I guess maybe I didn't think that either. Now that I'm sitting here in this moment, I'm like, would I have thought the brat would have been the one? I don't think so either. Now I think about it, but I don't know if it was just because I thought she was maybe more stud. I don't know. That's a good question.
Right, it's same, and maybe it's just my what I remember of the brat as well too. Because she had the nose ringing and she was spitting. She always went hard. So I don't. I don't know.
Yeah. And we need to ask Shayna and Chris from Bad Queers, because they was it Chris and her wife that just had a baby?
Yeah, Chris.
So we should ask them. We need to have them back on here, by the way. Anyway, so we need to bring them back on. What were you about to say, Dewan?
I just kind of feel like lesbian relationships, just like gay relationships, there's like tops, bottoms, versatile. Like sexual positions are not based off of gender stereotypes or any stereotypes in terms of physical aesthetics. So you never know, who wants to get their clam pounded, when they get in the bed. And, when it comes to carrying the baby, there could probably have been a lot of other conversations happening around, interest and availability to carry.
Yeah. You're right, because I get confused as a top all the time, and I'd be like, "No, ma'am, that ain't me."
So you don't see all this assets back here. You don't see these assets.
I stay sitting comfortable. Okay, I stay sitting comfortable.
Who's zooming? Who?
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's at the end of the day, it's not like a like I said that I don't really give a damn, only because stay out of grown folks' business. Congratulations for her. I think that's beautiful and it's an amazing thing. Growing the family, that's wonderful. But honey, I ain't getting anything out of that. So
Yeah, same here. I don't know if I gave a damn, but again, congratulations. Like,
But
that's
I will say
beautiful.
one thing I do give a damn about it is though too. It's nice to see, a woman who is also later in her life. I
Yeah.
think she's
Mhm.
48,
48.
I believe,
Mhm.
Yeah.
correct? Yeah, still having a baby. Which
Yeah.
a women's clock is also different than a man's clock
Yeah.
as well too.
Yeah.
So it is also great to see a woman still being like, this is what I still want, and this is something that I am able to still do as well too.
Yeah.
So from that aspect, I also do give a damn as well. So
Oh God, I could
yeah.
not
Shout out to
imagine.
y'all.
I couldn't. Look, I'm going to be 47 this year. I could not. Can you imagine at 48 years old, the next 20 years of your life is locked down in Pampers and snot and bullshit?
And
God
then
damn.
when that's done, you in Pampers and
Right.
snot and bullshit.
Right, exactly. But by then, you on them boats in the red light district.
Honey,
Look, you heard
94-year-old
94 years
Herb.
old.
94-year-old Herb. I'm gonna post that picture. Y'all gonna see. I was like, oh,
Look.
and wait, I didn't even say
Yes.
this part about Herb. When he took the picture, he's like, I'm 94 years old and I still sucked my husband dick this morning. And you know Corey was eating that shit up. He's like, perfect, Herb. He's like, what was it like? He's like, let me see. You got a video. I was like, oh my
I'm
God,
done. I'm done.
Oh,
like,
I
yeah,
forgot
and
to say
still suck my
earlier,
husband dick
the
this morning. I was
photos
like,
of Corey with that sloth was the
oh God.
cutest.
That was like his entire life. That's the
That
only thing
was
he's
so
been wanting
cute.
to do in life. Ever since I met him, he's like, if
That
there's
was
ever a
what?
chance
Costa
to see a
Rica?
sloth. That was in Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was in Honduras.
That was so cute.
we
It
just
actually made me
happened
want
to
to.
stumble upon that place because we got off the boat. And then a lot of these ports, like, it's like tourist traps.
Yep.
And so you gotta get through all the like trinkets and all that stuff and then get into like the real part of the country and city. So we get out of there and Honduras is just hounding you like, oh, you need a taxi. It's like, no, just leave us alone. And there was this one guy named Denzel. He go, my name Denzel like Washington. And we're like, and all Corey cares about is like, where are we going to eat? And so he's like, all right, Denzel like Washington, where's the good food? Where do you eat at? And so like we're walking to this place. He's like, I'll show you. I'll take you guys down there. It's just like a couple blocks down the street. And we get there, and it looks like it's like another tourist trap because like it has an animal farm, it had like ATVs and stuff like this, and the restaurant's at the top of the kind of like canopy, which is gorgeous up there. And so Corey didn't even want to go up there because he's like, no, I think you're fooling me. This is just like a tourist trap. And Corey was like in his feelings about it. And we're like, bitch, it's hot out here. Let's just go at least get a beer or something like that. So we get up there, food delicious and everything like that. And we come back down, and they're like, well, do you guys want to at least look at the animal farm? And Corey's like, do you have sloths? And he saw on the sign that it had sloths. And so that's where we saw it. And so then he turned extra happy then too. And so it was meant to be to kind of stumble into on that. But yeah, the sloth. But they Josh and I, to the two black dudes, we're like, oh, we ain't touching them damn animals. I don't know where them animals been.
I can literally hear Josh say, ain't touching them damn things.
And Josh goes, why the niggas hesitant? Oh boy. So no, that's sloth. He made his entire life. All right. So do we give a damn about Janelle Monáe's new song, Float? Have you heard it?
I heard it.
I know already. I don't give a damn. It's not that good.
It is not that good.
Could have kept it.
It is not that good. She really could have kept that. Like,
kept that one in the vault.
So
yeah.
should have. And I was trying to force myself to like it too.
Not me.
It felt like something that was left off one of the previous albums that she decided, I'm going to just put this out there versus do something new. Because it didn't give anything. Honestly, it didn't give anything.
Like, I don't dance, I float or something. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
okay. Yeah, and the beat was like okay, like everything about it was like just okay.
Yeah.
And that's not what we expect from Janelle Monáe. Like,
especially after Pink.
Oh my god, right? That last album was so good.
So good.
Her whole career of albums have been fired.
Has been great,
innovative, and different.
Right. Every single album has been like that.
Float?
It was almost like that song was written for somebody else.
Yeah, man.
It didn't exude Janae's like her energy. at all.
Yeah. Well, and I think also too, and I'm with you, Duan, because a lot of the girls today are going kind of like that electronic kind of 90s feel, which is what she was doing before already, you know. And it felt like she was trying to do what the girls are currently doing versus doing what she does best. Which is not what everyone else is doing. So I would have loved if she gave us something. She could have gone more R&B. And just she could have gave us a whole R&B album, and I would have been like, I would have ate that shit the fuck up.
1000%.
You know, like, but this just felt way too forced, and it's because I love Janelle. I love Janelle. And I gave it let me tell y'all, I gave it a good 10 listens.
Oh, you
I
gave it 2 and 7. No,
10 listens. I was
one and done.
It was gonna be one and done, but I was like, okay, let me give her the common courtesy. Man, I'm just in the mood today.
Yeah.
And I waited another day, and I was like, this ain't it.
You done lost 8 damn minutes.
Yeah.
Better than the 80 that Jarrell.
I was trying to rock her, sis. I love her. Because I love her. I really do. I love Janelle Monáe so fucking much. Like, even just watch her at the NBA All-Star game this past week, you know, and the celebrity match. Like, I just love
There's just
her.
a cool factor about Janelle.
Yes. I just absolutely
has no cool
fucking love her. It just felt like, it didn't feel like her. It just felt like, somebody else. It just did not seem like her.
It's like, girl, don't let the gays get to you.
And maybe because there were features on it, right? There were 2 people that were featured on it, and maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just because she was collabing with other people, and so maybe that's what dictated or something. I don't know, but that didn't seem like my sis. That didn't seem like my sis.
Flow it on past us.
Flow it on past us.
Give that song back to Ciara.
We're gonna leave Ciara alone in 2023. We're gonna finally leave her alone.
Let me tell y'all, at some point we're gonna make it one episode without dragging Ciara.
It's like y'all tell us we talk about Beyonce too much. We also talk about Ciara
too much. Too much. At this point, I know Ciara she know who he is.
Honey.
She knows. She done heard
clips like they like motherfuckers talking about me.
Look. You know these niggas, Ciara? Yeah, I know them bitches.
Them bitches, right. Them aunties.
Yeah, I know them aunties.
I know that's right. Do you guys give a damn that Anderson Comas came out? He's a minor leaguer that's like very prominent. That's going to be a huge deal one day. I give a damn too. That's fire.
Give a damn. I give a big damn. This is so huge for just Major League Baseball, which is now switching from America's sport, because for the longest time it was America's sport. Now football
is just a sport.
It's become Now football is becoming America's sport.
1000%.
But for him to be out in a sport that is so homophobic and also so racist, like a lot of the people that watch baseball are a lot of those people who vote for people against, you know, who don't rock for us, you know. So I love seeing this level of representation, because the truth of the fact is, you know, even in baseball, you know, people of color still make up, I want to say 70% of baseball players. Like, we up in there deep between the Latinx, you know, Black folks and Asian players now that are playing up in there. Like, we are the majority. So it's cool to see the representation of someone queer also being there now too. So I'm not a White Sox fan because I'm a Cubbies fan, but baby, you best believe I'm be watching the White. I'm gonna be rocking the motherfucking White Sox now. Now I'm gonna be like, Dad, I like the team you root for.
There you go.
I won't tease my dad anymore. I'm a rock with my dad, and we're gonna have a good time this baseball season. I'm gonna buy him some tickets, and I'm gonna try to make it back for a White Sox game.
Yeah, because he's a minor leaguer. He's in their like farm system right now, but they're saying like he's probably going to be in the major leagues. And in the story, that it sounds like he actually came out to the organization last year, and he just now did it publicly. And to see the support of White Sox, it's been cool. Like, I mean, to go on their Instagram saying, "Hey, we're proud of you" and things like that. that's the shifts in that we really need, especially on these kind of big of scales in these sports leagues, because still, even though they say what LGBTQIA plus, I mean, what was the story we did last year where the like Generation X was like 23% or something like that of that community. So I mean, you would assume there at least got to be like 10% in that league that's gay and just haven't been able to come out and feel comfortable enough to come out. So hopefully that's the shift that we need in these major sporting organizations. So shout out to Anderson, and
I love seeing he is cute, and I love seeing the TikTok videos and the reels of like the baseball of his teammates dancing with him and doing the reels. Like that's showing like, oh my God, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this.
Dewan gives a damn, but he's like, that's where it ends. I don't care about these sports.
We still talking about this?
All right, well, maybe this is what you give a damn about too. Do you give a damn that Drag Race is returning to 90-minute episodes on the March 10th episode, starting on the March 10th episode?
Not after that last episode.
Oh, damn.
That was a producer.
I don't know if I give a damn about that, to be honest with you.
Same.
I don't know if I give a damn because I feel like this current season that's underway, they are like trying to switch it up in a way. Like every episode is like they're taking the best of other seasons and trying to cobble together, and it's just for some reason it's just not landing.
Working all the way.
It's just not landing. It's not, and I do feel like because I don't watch Untucked anymore. I just don't.
Me either.
I don't give a damn about you untucking. Like you ain't talking about nothing that the producers ain't. You know.
But also the fact that it's after the other show as well too.
Right.
Like I would watch Untucked if it was right after
immediately
the show.
After.
I'm not waiting another hour or 30 minutes to then watch Untucked as well.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. So, and I just feel like what they've been able to do with the content that they have been putting out there has not been like great. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm curious. Here's my thing. The episodes that are going to be 90 minutes long, I felt all of the previous episodes are the episodes that should have been 90.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when this got enough.
Like they're like, I mean, like the top, all of the top.
When they had like 95 queens on there, that's when you needed more time.
Honestly, that's the thing. That's the thing, because I felt like the major things that we missed out on when you think about Snatch Game, you think about the reading challenge, you think about the balls, you think about like all these.
It's getting to know the girls, see the personality.
So like, I would have actually rather they flipped the script and did 90-minute episodes first, so that you give the time, and then once you get down to like your final 10, then cut that shit down to an hour, because that's all you really need.
Yeah. 100%.
And the only reason why they're doing the 90 minutes is because they probably only shot like 8 episodes of WeHo and saying, "Oh, we're going back to 90 minutes," so they can market.
That's actually the real tea.
That's the real tea. It was already part of the plan the entire time.
Yeah, that's the real tea. They were set for, I believe, 6 episodes. 6 episodes is how much WeHo was slated for, and then now there's 6 episodes.
They're like, "Oh, now we need more content again, so let's give them 90 minutes again." So it was already part of the plan.
And was it worth it? Like, was it? Did anybody watch WeHo?
I watched the first couple episodes. I didn't watch. Obviously, I haven't watched the last 2 because I've been gone. It's better than I thought it was going to be because of the storyline, and I forget his name right now. The guy that played Dr. Dre. He's like literally in the process of coming out to his family, even though he's like this big star.
And the episode this season is him coming out to everybody.
Yeah, so that's actually
he was
been
the one
a
that talked
decent
to Issa Rae.
Some of the other stuff, I'm like, okay, that's the foo-foo stuff, the gay stuff that they thought was going to be the whole season. But his storyline has been kind of good, actually, because you're like, it's kind of almost re-triggering some of the like feelings you have when you're coming out like that. And you're like trying to navigate yourself into the gay world. Like, he had never been to Palm Springs. He had never been to a Pride event. He had never, so there's all these kind of firsts. And you see him trying to navigate that in a world that's like celebrity and hyper gay and hyper everything, and you're on MTV. So that's actually been kind of interesting to watch. But some of it, I'm like, okay, it's kind of fluff. But his storyline specifically has been cool. I don't like the storyline with the Butterskin Kiara. He's coming across very privileged and very, I don't know, like he's rubbing me the wrong way. Like he's coming across that he's better than everyone right now.
He's like,
I'm like, girl,
it's not above me, I'm above it.
That's literally what it's coming across as.
You know, that's kind of the energy I got from some of his posts before it even aired, and how he was talking about some of it. Honestly, it gave me that. Like I said, I watched the first episode. I'm gonna say, Kerel, you are extra nice. Again, you're giving it more props than I would have given it.
Yeah.
But I would agree, his storyline, at least of that first episode, was the only thing that I was just like, okay, like that's interesting. But everything else, I was like, don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
Maybe episode 3, they showed a scene of him talking to his sister, and he was saying, hey, I'm thinking about going to Palm Springs Pride, with the group, blah, blah, blah. And she was not like feeling it because like they're hyper in the church scene and things like that. And she's like, well, what are you going to do if you go there? What are you going to think about your family? You got nieces and nephews that you need to be thinking of. So it was a lot of the stereotypical stuff that you kind of go through when you go out, and seeing him talking to his sister, and then he just like breaks down. And so like, he doesn't want to go, and the group's like, why don't you go? And just seeing them trying to like talk him through it and be like, 100%. It's your decision, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But just let you know that we've all been in situations like this before, and you have a community to kind of help you through it. This is how we navigate it. Do you. And so that was the stuff that was kind of like re-triggering for me. I was like, oh shit. That literally those were the reasons why it delayed me coming out as long as I did.
Well, even in the first episode, when he was talking to Issa Rae, and he was talking about his fear of how it would change some of the roles he would be able to get and be casted in as well, too, being an out, man of color as well, too, and how people would look at him differently, and maybe he wouldn't play some of those macho, straight roles that he had played once before and stuff like that. And it was really dope to, see him ask, Issa, like, would you still cast me in these, these type of roles? And she was like, absolutely. Like, if you're the person that's supposed to play that role, then hell yeah, I would cast you in it, But I mean,
he needs to spin off. That should be the show. His
honestly
should be the show.
But that's the type of real shit that I think everyone was actually looking for. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only part of it that brings any, realism to what people in our community really go through. The rest of them are going through a life of privilege and a life of I'm better than other people type bullshit, which they really ain't, and doing nothing but trying to put themselves on a pedestal or put them up higher than the rest of us. And it's like, bitch, we all had to go through the same kind of journey of coming out and stuff like that as well too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have preferred more of a show of 6 people who are real queers or real gay men in a city navigating life like the real world, like a gay real world. They don't have to live in the same house. It can be 6 people that live in the same damn city that are just operating as fucking friends. That I would fucking watch.
Honestly, that has been my whole problem with this show from Jump Street. The casting was all wrong. They tried to like cast these personalities, like people that have big personalities or whatever, and that shit it's not relatable, and it doesn't land at all.
His is definitely the one that's landing.
It's ugly.
His is the only one that's kind of really landing. So I hope he gets a spin-off. I hope whatever it may be, his is the true interesting part of this show. I like Brad, but like his, and I feel bad that I can't think of his name right now.
Brad Gorski?
Is the true part of the show. That's the stylish guy, but I'm thinking of the actor, the black actor. I can't think of his name right now. Alexa, I haven't done that in a while. All right, one more. Do we give a damn? Do we give a damn that folks are still wanting a part 2 of Gaga and Beyonce's Telephone song and video? Did you know how at the end of Telephone it says to be continued or something? And for some reason lately it's been popping back up that we still haven't gotten it.
Well, not people being like LGBT stands for Lady Gaga, Beyonce telephone. And I'm like, y'all are really pushing for this. And let me tell you, I don't want that collaboration anymore. I don't want that collaboration anymore. they are on two different tracks as far as where they are and their musicality and who they are as individuals. That they're no longer doing that pop bubblegum, like we're doing this just to please the masses, you know. I love that they're more doing individual creative stuff true to who they are. Now, I don't know what that would look like if they came together just as who they are now as top divas. Honestly,
no ma'am.
I don't see it. But here's the thing: I'm gonna say this, okay? Because I had to apologize. I didn't get it when Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande did it, and I was like, "It's a no for me." I wasn't checking for it, and then bitch was bitch. Okay, she was over here bouncing, bitch. Okay, look. So I would low key kind of love it if we saw like a dance.
I just need like a cameo or something where we least expect it.
I would but I would love it for Summer Renaissance or like this Renaissance area because she's been giving us a lot of dance music. And Lady Gaga does great with dance songs. She does good.
I don't even need a song. I just need a cameo, literally like a 5-second just to appease the situation. We'll be like, oh, bitch, that's the continuation. And it's not even a song. They just pop up, like either Gaga pops up in the Beyonce video in the background damn near, or vice versa, where it's like, oh, shit, they've been listening to what everyone's saying. But it's not even, because I don't think I want to hear a song from them anymore.
Well, here's the thing. I don't need it. I also don't want it. But if you're gonna give it, don't half-ass give it. Give all of it as what I'm saying. You know,
that's a word.
Yeah, 100% on both of that. Even facts is facts. The song to begin with was trash to begin with. Period. So why would we want a repeat of something that was garbage to begin with?
What you're not gonna do is don't.
It was better than Video Phone. I did not like Video Phone. Like I know I was staying for some Beyonce. I do not like that Video Phone.
Look, let me tell you when they like, girl, look, this is my shit, bitch.
Jing, jing, jing. Jing, jing, jing. Gaga was trying to twirl that.
You gotta watch that on YouTube.
That
turn, bitch.
That wig was like stiff wear everywhere.
Girl, let me tell you.
No, I did not like that song. That might be my least favorite Beyonce album.
I love Video Phone. I love Video Phone. The one part where she had like the t-shirt on with like the little gun holster on her hip. Bitch, that was hot to me.
I mean, she looked
I don't care. She looked great. She looked good.
And Lady Gaga did that crunchy ass run. She's like, whoa! I was like, oh, you should have cut that damn run.
That was a choice. Yeah, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I won't take a damn. I won't show a damn. I won't read a damn.
The one thing I did like about the telephone video, though, is show Beyonce can actually dance a different style of choreography. Because people used to always say, especially in that time period, that she can't dance and this stuff, that all she does is like hair flips and shit. That was a different kind of choreography, and she ate the shit out that choreography.
You're 100% right.
Like, you don't see her dance that kind of style ever. And I was like, no, Beyonce showed it. No, bitch, I can eat this.
And she's also, and her dancing has actually grown and developed since then too.
Yeah, I agree.
So now that I think about it, a dance number with those two would not look the same because Lady Gaga would really be left behind.
Absolutely.
Lady Gaga ain't gonna be able to keep up. Like it just won't eat the same way. They would have to be.
About the Gaga white girl dance that gets me every time. I enjoy it. It makes
Let me tell you, she be selling that shit. That's like that one white person who you be dancing. You be like, go white boy,
right?
Go white boy. You just be hyping them up, knowing damn well, but they be selling the fuck out that shit.
And you like, walk out of her dance, and it be cracking me up.
That shit. Go get that shit. Get it.
She dances so hard.
Y'all are putting the wrong energy out there into the universe. This is not the kind of thing that we should be summoning. I'm just gonna say it. Don't be wasting all this energy. And the universe will listen and bring some bullshit back.
because like you
Look.
see, they just released the
really-
like a picture of her playing Harley Quinn right now, so she all in deep in that world right now. So we ain't
And
gonna
I
see
think
it
it's
no
gonna
time
be so
soon.
boo boo. I think that's gonna be
It's
so
a
boo boo.
musical. That's the
It's
part I
gonna
still
be.
don't quite get.
It's going to be so boo boo. So here's the reason why I get it. Because there have been some Harley Quinn like animated shows where she is singing, and she is known for doing a lot of performances and stuff like that. So I get that, but honestly, I think it's going to be bad. I don't see it being good at all whatsoever, and the only reason why it's going to do well is because of her name.
Yeah, and because the first one was like very good. The first Joker is pretty damn good. So.
I mean, honestly, I thought the first Joker was okay. I didn't think it was all that.
Yeah.
Because what was his name? Joaquin Phoenix or something?
Oh
Phoenix?
yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, we'll see. But here's the thing that I don't get: what's happening with DC. And this is now me just comic book nerding out.
Yeah.
There is just a lot happening with DC, and a lot of shit is just not making sense.
I agree.
And
Josh and I
that's
talked about
why,
this on the boat. That's funny.
and this is why I don't think it's going to be that well, because they've already, like, for instance, they're coming out with the Flash movie, and that trailer looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but they also said that my husband ain't coming back. You know, here we come.
And here's the thing.
Find me a sexier Superman.
There's one out there because Henry Cavill came
better than
from somewhere.
Henry.
He came from somewhere.
That's true.
So
that's true. But here's the thing.
Let him be black.
Here's what's bothering me. Oh, that'd be fire. But here's the thing. Like,
if your consumer
base, if your consumer base is telling you they want something, and you're not listening from jump, and you're trying to reboot a whole thing, and you're already not listening, it's already going to tell me that this whole reboot is going to be terrible, because you're already from the jump not listening to what the people that are going to spend their hard-earned money on want. They told you they still wanted a Superman. They were fine with rebooting the whole thing, but they enjoyed him as his character. And you're already saying, sorry, Playboy, you're not going to be it, and we're going to go recap. You already
and the fact that how they did that was with Black Adam, bringing him in to try to boost sales, and then being like, no. Like, that was it was dirty. It was absolute dirty.
1,000.
And then he gave up The Witcher because that's what he had planned on doing. So then we got Liam Hemsworth now as The Witcher. Like, y'all done robbed me from my husband in two things now.
That part.
I'm mad. I'm mad. And here's the truth is, people who are about the DC movies, they had all the right actors. They had all the right actors for all the main characters.
I know, because they're talking about getting rid of Gale too.
No, she's gone. She's gone. All of them are gone. All of them are gone. The only one that they have officially not said no to was Ezra, which was shocking. The Flash.
The dude that needs to be gone.
And he's the one that should have been gone if anyone was going to be fucking gone.
See.
So that's where I'm and so I'm with you, Kerel. They're not listening. They just need to revamp the story. They could have started doing prequel shit.
Yeah.
And then move the needle forward from there. But instead they want to start over from scratch, which is what we're tired of from the fucking get-go.
1,000%. So I know that was a question. I was like, okay. But okay, one last question for you guys. When should we do our next live? When should we do our next Drag Race Live for the community? Should we do it on the 90-minute episode? Are we free that Friday, March 10th?
Yeah, I'm free. And we'll do birthday shots in order of your birthday as well.
Well,
March
19th. Shit. Or 10th.
Oh, March 10th.
March 10th. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, then there we go, community.
Let's do it.
That's the next live. So March 10th,
wigs.
Join us live. Get your wigs.
Get your cocktails.
Right.
Right.
Ooh, gargling. And
it'll probably be a little different too, community, because they snatched our shit down.
They sure did.
So what we'll do is we'll have it on in the background. Y'all have it on y'all TVs as well too. We gonna watch together from our own TVs, and then doing commercials. We'll be up in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they took that shit down with the quickness.
That would have been a
They'll
fun
never give y'all niggas
episode,
money.
honestly. If that would have been a fun
Yeah.
episode, if that episode could have been
I
dropped.
know.
It would have been a fun
Yeah.
episode. Like, shout out to everybody
And I
that
mean, I
showed
still
up
got
for
the
that, because
I
that
still
was
have the
a fun
audio,
time.
so maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just put that as a bonus clip out there as because I still have the audio. They can't take that shit down.
I don't
Well,
know.
I say
That was like 25 years ago.
I say that.
Yeah, but maybe for this one, we can still keep the audio.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is
So
it
again-
possible for us to have two things streaming at the same time?
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, sounds like extra work, but keep with me here. Keep with me here for 1 second, okay? I thought it was really cute how we were able to stream it on here.
Yeah.
But maybe we don't record this. We just stream it here. Maybe we actually record our live video on, like, Zoom. Do you get what I'm saying? So what we actually post, we record on something else, but we are on here being able to share it and interact with people.
And I mean, maybe we'll talk about this after and figure it all out. Community March 10th. March 10th, join us live and we'll figure out.
We having a production live on the podcast right now. Production meeting, y'all. This is how these conversations go.
Show is. But anything else on your hearts and minds before we get out of here?
Just remember, all right, that Black History Month is not the only time to celebrate motherfucking Black history.
That's a word.
Okay?
That is it.
We niggas 24/7, 365 motherfucking days a year. All right? And you stay supporting, all right, throughout the time. And I just want to say again, appreciate, the community. I sent out some keychains and stuff like that. And it's been real dope to see people, like tagging me and, tagging us and, sliding our DM saying thank you and stuff like that. But we really do appreciate y'all. And it's been great to see you all support us during this time and during this month too. As a Black owned business, 3 people who are just doing it all themselves. So I just want to say appreciate y'all and I'm thankful for y'all too. So
1000%. And on that note, also wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. And by the way, those t-shirts were fire on the boat. Everybody loves it. So buy you some wash your hands, legs, and ass t-shirts while you're out there. Bye.
Mine.